not update now, your account will be blocked and you will not be able to do any of your transactions. So will you reply to the first message or second message? Obviously, it's catching your attention. So they will give only the second type of message. If the real bank and all are there, they'll just put a regular message. Sir, your account is not updated. All along. They will not tell if your account is not updated, we will block, we will do this. There will not be any penalties. So just remember that. Any message you get, you have to tell your parents. See, many parents, they don't know. See, you are the new generation, you should have more awareness. So this is the biggest type of cyber fraud which is happening today. Okay, and this is one. Another same one. So what I told you is something like a spam messages or messages like this. Another thing which is happening is they'll call you directly. So they'll call you. They'll call and a lady, or once you are hacked, we can try to recover and do. To be safe from hacking is entirely the responsibility of the person using the mobile phone. So I told you HTTPS and using browsers, good browsers. Safari is a relatively good browser which has little less chance of being hacked. Chrome and the other one, Mozilla Firefox, they have little more chances of being hacked. So try to use this. And whenever you are using them, try to use incognito mode. That also will help. Okay. Incognito mode is another thing. All of you know. If you don't know, you can search. Try using incognito mode, especially when you are using bank transactions and all. So and when you are using computers in your friends or in internet centers. So use incognito. So there is a browser called Tor, T-O-R, the onion router. So it is also a browser that also you can use. So that is little higher. That it will not be so user friendly. So what Tor browser does is, let's say you are in India and you are trying to get some information. So instead of, so when the internet is sending messages, see there is something called web, World Wide Web. So there are packets of information which are sent from us to internet. So when the packets are being sent from India to internet, they will not be sent directly from India to the World Wide Web. What it does is, from India it will go to Australia, from Australia it will go to Nigeria, Nigeria to US, and then from US it will try to get that data. So your original identity is masked. So no one knows where you are surfing from, and no one knows where you can get information from. So that what we do is we try to track the source. Let's say if some person is having some drugs, we try to ask him who he bought from. So we try to find out the source of the drug and we try to arrest him. And we lay traps. Let's say if I am the policeman, my team will go. They'll just like that ask drugs from someone. They'll say, that fellow will give you. We'll catch that fellow. That fellow will tell others names. So I mainly traps, identifying the source, and then as usual awareness. There is for crime there is always a simple logic. When there is demand for a crime, supply will always be there. Okay. So when there is demand for drugs, people will try to supply. So you have to control the demand. The supply is something which you can't control much, because Tamil Nadu is a very connected state. No, either they can get from bus, train, flight, ship, so many modes of transport. Person who is guilty and getting him punishment is only very difficult. So arresting innocent and making him punished and all, it doesn't happen. If at all a rare case, if some innocent person is arrested, we will immediately get a bail. I don't know how many people know. Our criminal law, there is a sentence which courts apply. Jail is the exception, bail is the norm. Okay? So everyone is given bail unless and until there is strong evidence against him. So courts will see whether, let's see, if I arrest someone, courts will see whether there is sufficient evidence to prove that this fellow has done. There is no sufficient evidence when I arrest. See, police can't keep a person for more than 24 hours. Okay, this is basic thing which all of you should know. So if there is one more fraud also. Fake police are coming. Okay, people are putting uniform, they are not real police. They are coming, they are kidnapping and going, and they are demanding money. So be a little careful. So you know your rights. So the right is, no one can arrest you without any information to your, let's say if they want to arrest you, they have to tell your parents or family or anyone. And if they are arresting you, they have to tell what grounds they are arresting. So I am arresting you for committing so and so crime. And if I am arresting you, I can keep you in my station for only 24 hours. After 24 hours, I have to produce him in the court, and then court will decide whether it will arrest him or whether it will release him. Okay, that is the thing. So innocent persons going to jail and all shown more in the movies. So today, if you ask me, out of 100 cases, there will be 1 or 2. 98% it's truth only. Because today is the age of media. So if at all you put some fake criminal in jail, media won't leave you, and all the human rights organizations, there are so many commissions today. So policing 10 years back was what you have told. Today, it's not like that. There are so many checks and balances. So I am a boss, like my inspector comes under my control, so I will control him. Media will control him. Courts will control him. Hacking, the problem is, you can't control it much. The thing which I have told you for the last half an hour. These are the measures you can take to curtail hacking. So hacking, it's more about awareness only. So you have to be a little careful. So there is nothing much. See, if there is a murder, I can arrest someone. I can take preventive action and control. See, hacking is mostly done by people who are not from India only. Most of the hackers today are based out of Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe means Romania. All these countries. Few countries are there. Romania, Serbia, Croatia, all these countries, and then South American countries, Mexico and all in South America, Brazil and all. So there are a big bunch of criminals who only work is hacking. So they buy data on dark web and all, and then they try to hack. So we have to be more careful. So don't use the same password for everything. There are some people who use the same password for all their accounts. So at least for bank account, use some strong password, or at least for your social media, use some strong password. Many people, there are some safeties for the gun. Some safeties which you have to follow. They don't follow. They keep it casually, and some people have a bad habit. There are some rules when you are using the gun. The biggest habit, the most important habit is never put your finger in the trigger. Okay? But many people while cleaning the weapon, what they do is they clean. So it rebounds, and sometimes they clean like this. They clean like this. No, it's not a joke. Many people are dead because of that only. So there is something called a barrel. So gun has a barrel, okay? This is called a barrel. That's the long thing. It's called a barrel. So never point the barrel in your direction. Always. There are the 4 golden rules of safety. Always barrel in safe direction. Never put your finger in the trigger. These 2 are the most important rules. So if you follow these 2 rules, half of the issues are solved. But they don't follow. That is the problem. Thank you. I hope we had a good interactive session. Happy to meet all of you. My office is always open for all of you. It's in Racecourse. Any day you can come between 11 to 1 p.m. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ksirs Live.